Friends, our topic is calculating limits by factorization method. This method is applied on algebraic limits. In this method, numerators and denominators are factorized, the common factors are cancelled and the rest outputs the result. Friends, if you are new here, please subscribe the channel, see the full video for a proper knowledge. Our problem is limit x tends to 3, x square minus 9 divided by x minus 3. Now, if we put any value, any real number except 3, we shall get a particular value of this function x square minus 9 divided by x minus 3. But when we put x is equal to 3 exactly, so in this case we see that 3 square minus 9 becomes 0 and 3 minus 3 becomes 0. So the form is 0 by 0. Okay. So for this, we cannot exactly put the value of x is equal to 3 because x tends to 3. For this, in this case, we shall factorize the numerator. Okay. So limit x tends to 3. Numerator is x square minus 3 square divided by x minus 3. This is limit x tends to 3. Numerator is a square minus b square type. So this is x plus 3 into x minus 3 divided by x minus 3. Now friends, one thing is very important. X tends to 3. X tends to 3, it indicates that x is not is equal to 3. Therefore, x minus 3 is not is equal to 0. So friends, x minus 3 is the denominator. So denominator is not is equal to 0. For this, we can cancel these two, x minus 3 and x minus 3. So we shall have limit x tends to 3 of x plus 3. Okay. So we put the limiting value, that means 3. So 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. So this is very important. When x tends to 3, this is important. When x tends to 3, then the function, that means x square minus 9 divided by x minus 3 is tending to the limiting value 6. Okay. This is important case. Now we shall see the graphical representation of this limit. Okay. Friends, we want to graph this function limit x tends to 3 of x square minus 9 divided by x minus 3. After calculation, we got limit x tends to 3 of x plus 3. And now x plus 3, actually y is equal to x plus 3. Okay. The slope is 1. Slope is 1. That means tan 45 degree is equal to 1. So this line makes 45 degree with the positive direction of x-axis, isn't it? And one thing is very important. This function is y is equal to x square minus 9 divided by x minus 3. And this function is not defined at the point x is equal to 3. Now we take the limiting value. This is x tends to 3. Okay. So x is tending to 3. It may approach from the right side of 3 or from the left side of 3. When it approaches or tends to 3, that means x tends to 3, then y is tending to the ordinate value 6. It may proceed or tend to from the right side of this graph, this point. So y coordinate is tending to the value 6. The ordinate value is 6. So the limiting value is 6 from this graph also. That means when limit x tends to 3 of this function x square minus 9 divided by x minus 3, then the limit gets the value 6. Thank you.